Leo, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower. It's going from the 10th through to the 16th of June, fully into Gemini season. We are actually coming into your autumn season quite strongly now. So you might find that you start reflecting over what's happened over the past year and stuff like that, which is normal. That's the way energy goes. Usually 2 months before your birthday, it's on the material front. And then on the month before your birthday, we get on the emotional side of things. So it may come out a little, may start coming out a little bit in your general reading as well. So, just something to keep in mind. Yes, so if you're ready, here we go. Full reading here. Overall energies, karmic path on your relationship side, karmic path on your financial side, influence on the universe, past self, future self, general sort of outcome, or the lesson, if you like, on what you get from it. Let's just see what's going on for you today, or this week. Sorry. It's almost as if this is the week to consolidate your relationships and push on your financial side. Yeah, there is a definite push on the financial side. It could be also on your relationship side. It's like consolidating could well mean being the knight in shining armor for someone or some group of people. On your financial side, it's definitely going off on a mission, going after your heart's desires. And then, and you have to be mindful about that. Let's just see what's going on on your relationship side. Karmic message here. It's a very warm, this is where we get some consolidation. It's a very warm, sort of friendly, family sort of sensation, one-to-one sort of thing, spending good quality time. Yeah, seeing the world in a different way. And I think this is going to help you to sort of realize the distance you've come in regards to your relationships, of what you've been constructing over the past sort of 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, whatever it is. And this is where it's a good time to see things in a different way. On the universe has got this gentle wave that sort of bringing you to a most beautiful tropical beach more than anything else. Queen of Swords. Yes, it's a definite direction that you should be taking. Very wise, without any of the emotional hiccups and extremes, really, more than anything else. And I think this is where you're securing this here, because that's what a knight does. A knight protects the royal family, as it were, the king and the queen. From the past self, a lot of information coming to the surface, really. Knight of Wands. This is you more than anything else, Leo. This is you. This is you and your mission. And I think you've been very passionate about your relationships, very engaged. And I don't think you should forget that. I think this mission here has got to be perpetual, but this is now as a time of nurturing. And in your future self, there's a real comfort and confidence that comes into all of this. Yeah, with the ten of Wands, I think sometimes we say, everybody says, you're carrying too much. I almost think this is where you're being a knight in shining armor, and I think you can shoulder this burden in a way. And I think that's what you're doing here because of that sort of mission you've been in or on, according to someone or group of people. You're now in a position where you're actually being able to take on board for other people. And it's a really good thing, makes you feel really good. The general lesson to be learned here, take your seat at the table. That's what it seems to be here. Take your seat at the table. Be the best example of yourself. Do you have to fight for your place at the table? I think you've had to. I think you've encountered some difficult situations in the past, in the recent past. And I think now you're over that. Now this is where you need to be the best example of yourself. And when you are the best example of yourself, I think you'll get a lot of returns from it. And I think you'll get a lot of returns from what you've put in. A real sort of beautiful mission for you more than anything else. Very, very passionate, but not, there's a big difference between that, well, those two there, that and that. The knight is obviously very quick, but the 10 of wands is not particularly, and the 5 of wands is not particularly anyway. It's much more of a realization. On your financial side, let's just have a quick look on that. Let's see what's going on in your karmic path. This is connected to the past. It's almost as if like this mission that you're going on that's bringing in from the overall energies. And I think it's helping you out enormously to follow the path that you should be leading. It's tied into a long-term plan, and you're getting good results. It's now time to harvest the good stuff. So, and harvesting the good stuff in regards to your career path, your business, or your project is actually projecting yourself further. So getting yourself success more than anything else. The universe, this is building like something very solid. It's a statue of grandeur, and it's feeding this as well more than anything else. Where you get the 9 of wands. Yeah, I think this is where statue of grandeur. In other words, your healthy boundaries. There's no messing with you at the moment, Leo. Really, and it's playing into your success. That's part of your success. And I think the universe is helping you here. But there is a bit of a mission, and that's what that wand is there. That's what that wand is there. That's why you're going on that mission. From your past self, this brings in as well, and I think you're getting recognized for the good quality work that you've been doing. King of, this is taking your place at the table as well. King of Cups, this is really, I think you're very happy with what you put in. If you're not happy with what you put in, this is where your past, you need to emotionally sort of look at the past in a very disconnected way, so then you can see clearly where you went right, where you went wrong. And that's a little bit of your autumn sort of period coming in. But for those of you who've been putting in the work and laying down the foundations for your future, I think it's the time to feel that sort of calm and serenity, really. And your future self, it's like a giant taking steps forward. I think it has to do with this, the mission here, and it's really taking steps forward. 6 of Cups. I think this is the gift you're giving to yourself, and it comes from that King of Cups. And it comes from your past, basically. It's almost as if like this wheel of fortune that's really taking leaps and bounds going forward with that King of Cups. And that is because of what you've done in the past. And in your future, I think you're going to realize the wealth that you put into your effort or into your future, into the foundations of where you're going. And this is a good thing, and it's almost something that you need to carry on and nurture perpetually going forward, as it were. And the lesson for the week is, or the general outcome, this is very much like the King of Cups, converting emotions into reality. Yeah, you're seeing things that work, but it's also revealing a way of doing things, I think, more than anything else. And this is the mission here, I think, more for your financial side. This is that mission of finding the right speed, the right intention, the right passion that you put into things, the right energies you put into things, the right emotions, all of those things to convert it into a beneficial outcome for you. It really does. Yeah, it's a beautiful lesson, very, very solid lesson, and it's just for you. It's nothing to do with showing the outside world. It's a real lesson for you. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers card, shall we? Yeah, the obvious path. This is my card of evident path, basically. There's loads of choices there in the 7 of Cups, and but there's only one pathway to go there. And this is both on the relationship side as much as on your financial side. It's also explaining this here of the best way to be And it's a transition that you're going through in regards to the relationships, feeling a lot more happier about the situation. But it gives you that sort of like that understanding of how to, or how to judge, or how to gauge your emotions that you're putting out into the relationships. On your financial side, it's most definitely sort of it's obvious where you should be going. And I think this gift is part of that Seven of Cups as well. Understanding that gift that you're giving yourself. Had the Nine of Pentacles fall out. I wasn't ready for it. Just thought I'd tell you. Look at that. Got loads of cards coming out now. Way too many to even contemplate looking at. Okay. Yeah. So let's just get on. Let's see. With the Hangman, you get the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I think it's seeing another person differently. I think you're seeing it in a very beautiful light, actually. This other person now. It's allowing you to disconnect your emotions to the situation, so you can see clearly about how you can help them or they can help you, one or the other. I got a funny feeling it's more you shouldering the burden for someone else. Yeah, it's with the Queen of Swords, it's a revelation for you. It's a real calling, I think, this person. It could be Libran for some of you, but it could be just an air sign. But it's a way in which you stepping up to the plate, and I think that's got to do with the with the Ten of Wands. And what you get with the on a mission, you're on a mission of love, basically, and this is why I think this is a real time of that's the past to your future, and you've been working hard on it, I think, to be honest, in regards to your relationships, and I think it's time to sort of like savor the calm and the good stuff more than anything else. Yeah, I think you shouldering a burden for someone else, and I think that's what that mission is all about. Shouldering a burden for someone else within this life, within this week here is going to bring you just pure happiness. It's also going to make you feel like that you're really at one with what you're doing more than anything else. Yeah, with the Five of Wands being the best example of yourself. And basically, I think this card here, the Four of Pentacles, it could be a case of that you're holding on to something too tightly. That may be a case for some of you. It's not what I'm getting overall. Generally, I think it's like sort of saying to be the best example of yourself. You know how, this is what you're understanding this week, is the quality emotions and the quality of time, energy, emotions and physical engagement that you make within your relationships, which really count. And you're not just sort of, it's not fly by night. There's a real investment going on within relationship here, and it does make it very nice. If you're looking to get into a relationship, now is the time to be that knight in shining armor. That could open the door for you. On your financial side, look at that. This is a message coming in, the Eight of Wands. And if you look at this Nine of Wands that's coming in from the universe, there's 8 wands behind that person. And that's on your karmic path. And I think the universe is recognizing the longer term karmic path in regards to your business, job, projects, whatever you're doing. It seems like you're getting, credit or payment for credit in the past. Yeah, it's with the Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands, you get the Five of Pentacles. Those healthy boundaries are going to stop you from losing money, stop you from losing your feet in regards to this mission. Because I think it's actually quite an intense mission. And it could be a business, it could be a project, but it could also be your career path. And you don't want to get shut out in the cold. And this is where you should allow coincidences to really sort of back you up. Yeah, connecting to your past, to your future, connecting those emotions into reality, happiness after difficulty. I think this is where you need to really allow your success to grow, allow things to happen, stand true to yourself with the Nine of Wands, and allow that information to come through. I think communication is also very key here. Yeah, it's still on that mission. And I think this present or this gift that you're giving yourself to here, which we can see over here as well, is you really taking on now, taking big strides, as I said, like a giant taking strides here. And I think this is because the gift you're giving yourself is the knowledge of how to progress yourself a lot quicker than you should be. Okay, so it's revealing the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, sorry. And I think this is possibly to do with your mission here. Obviously, the Nine of Swords is a repetitive nightmare and stuff like that. And this is where the lesson for this week is understanding how things work, how you put your effort, your consciousness into your career path in your business in a way that's not detrimental to you. And that's where that comes in. And that's where the universe, it's allowing the universe to deal with some of the pain in the backside that life can throw at you. And I think this is where you've got to try it out. You've got to allow things to happen and being sure about sort of saying, that's the limit. I'm going to allow things to happen, but I'm not going to allow it to go any further than that. And that's when you can really start motoring, I think. Once you learn that lesson there of how to allow the universe to help you, it's going to be brilliant. There you go, Leo. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. Appreciate all the support that you show this channel through any which way you see fit on YouTube. It'd be absolutely lovely. We also have our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which is a channel all about energy. And yes, I will see you over there, or I'll see you here, whichever way it is. It'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.